look around and you go to the places and there's nothing there. We just never had this before.
As supply chain issues leave store shelves empty.
It's crazy.
Winter is just around the corner, and we all know how challenging it can be to find certain grocery items during this frosty season. Whether you're planning a cozy dinner or stocking up for those snowy days, some items just seem to disappear from the shelves when you need them the most. Stick around until the end because it's a fan favourite, and you definitely want to know where to find it. Number 9. Corn. The grocery that can be consumed both as a fruit and vegetable would notice less of this year is maize, according to Eat This Not That. They said Midwestern maize crops endured a brutal 2022 season full of sweltering temperatures, intense storms, and harmful pests. The publication reports that around August, scientists discovered many crops to be either destroyed or unable to be harvested within the region. Additionally, states including Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Nebraska, and South Dakota were showing dismal yields, which trailed numbers from the year prior. Although the United States is the world's top maize producer, limited exports from other nations like Brazil and Ukraine during this season haven't helped this, the website notes. After all, Ukraine is a major exporter of maize, and the conflict has considerably reduced the country's output levels. The yield in Argentina has also decreased, and this year's maize harvest in the United States will be down. Corn was grown on 4% fewer acres in 2022 than in 2021, which resulted in lower domestic yields, scarcity, and higher prices. Number 8. Oranges/orange juice. Many orange trees were destroyed by Hurricane Ian's severe winds and rain in Florida back in September 2022. The state's orange production, therefore, expected to drop 51% in the 2022-2023 growing season, down to just 20 million boxes of oranges, according to the US Department of Agriculture. The output from the Sunshine State hasn't been this low since the 1936-1937 campaign. Additionally, according to the reports, citrus greening is a disease that has run rampant through Florida's crops over the last several years. According to Judy Gaines, president of J. Gaines Consulting LLC and a specialist in the citrus sector, the loss from hurricanes is mostly recoverable, but the greater issue is disease. Customers should anticipate paying more for Florida oranges or orange juice because there are fewer of them available. According to Zanzler, despite the average price increase for citrus products across the US, the crop decline also caused a decrease in farmers' income. According to her, Florida's citrus industry typically contributes $6.93 billion to the state's economy. It's crucial to keep in mind that when a shortage like this occurs, both consumers and growers are impacted. So, should we have to shift to a new fruit juice to have our breakfast with? Number 7. Pasta. Italy's pasta crisis became so severe this year that the government of the nation convened for crisis discussions back in May to prevent it from getting worse. Officials discovered the root of the problem at these emergency meetings: the increased cost of components such as wheat, which is a key ingredient in pasta, as well as increased packaging and transport costs. Consumers nationwide saw overall price increases, and some regions, like the Tuscan province of Siena, reported an increase in pasta prices of almost 50%, according to CNN. In the United States, the price of spaghetti and macaroni has increased to an average of $1.47 per pound in 2023, according to reports from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. In contrast, the average price per pound at this time last year was $1.21. Italy and other nations that enjoy pasta could soon begin to experience some comfort, as the price of wheat has started to decline recently, but it might take a while. Number 6. Salmon. Over the past year, salmon populations have experienced a sharp fall in both California and Alaska, with Chinook or king salmon suffering the greatest losses. Here in the United States, restaurants frequently serve this variety of salmon, which is among the largest and healthiest available. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife has stated, according to the Los Angeles Times, that the number of 3-year-old fall-run Chinook likely returned to the Sacramento River this year to spawn would be fewer than 170,000, one of the lowest forecasts in 15 years. And things continue to be the same in Alaska. People have brains. California officials moved ahead with a ban on both commercial and recreational salmon fishing for the whole 2023 fishing season in order to help safeguard the remaining population. Number 5. Chocolate. When Hershey issued a warning about potential candy shortage before Halloween last year, it ignited a panic. However, the issue was exclusive to the producer of chocolate and was a result of the tighter supply chain and increased demand. Our chocolate problems haven't vanished yet, and this time they are considerably more pervasive. The price of cocoa has increased significantly in recent months, according to Reuters, reaching levels not seen in New York in nearly 12 years, and even higher in other countries such as London. The Russian invasion of Ukraine and the decline in exports sparked the issue because cocoa is such a fertilizer-dependent crop. Concurrently, there is a shortage of sugar due to unfavorable weather and fewer Indian exports. And the demand for chocolate is unrelenting. So is it time for chocolate to take break from cakes? Number 4, flour. Consumer Price Index data shows that the cost of flour has already increased by 8.5% since last year, and economists forecast that Americans will continue to experience the effects of a flour shortage through 2024. As a result, many other cherished meals such as bread, pizza dough, pancakes, cookies, and baked goods of all types may also face difficulties. Droughts occurring right here in the United States are the real cause. The third most common variety of wheat farmed in the United States, soft red winter wheat, which is frequently used for cakes, cookies, and crackers, could still help fill the gap, according to experts. However, as this variety of wheat is only harvested from September to December, its effects won't be apparent right away. So what do you think? Will there be a shortage of flour? Number 3, rice. Rice will continue to be in low supply into the second half of 2023. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, as well as unfavorable weather in major rice-producing nations like China and Pakistan, have wreaked havoc on the world's rice supply. Additionally, beginning in the summer, El Niño, a weather trend that causes an unusual warming of the water surface in the eastern Pacific Ocean, started to reappear, resulting in even more unpredictable weather for many nations. Hence, this can be adverse for rice production. Rice costs about $18.50 per CWT have reached at one point this year. Currently, prices are hovering at $16 per CWT, but economists predict that they will stay above average at least through the end of the year. Number 2, roast chicken. British roast chicken is the latest grocery item to have supply problems, so Brits may have to say goodbye to the traditional roast dinner. A breaking point has been reached, according to poultry executives, as producers struggle to keep up with the price of getting their products on store shelves. The scarcity, which is already leaving gaping holes on grocery store shelves, has been attributed to higher energy costs and packaging costs. The British Poultry Council has put forward a warning that the industry is at breaking point unless retailers start to charge more to offer the traditional British food. Number 1, champagne. Everyone enjoys a glass of champagne, but in 2023, it might not be easy to find it. And by champagne, we don't simply mean any sparkling wine. We're talking about the actual thing, cultivated, fermented, and bottled within 100 miles of the Champagne region in France. However, this is why champagne production was reduced by 25% in 2020 as a result of a decline in demand of 18%, according to France's Comité Professionnel du Vin de Champagne. Champagne demand, which increased by roughly 64% in 2021, swiftly surpassed supply. Additionally, due to CIVC's decision to restrict production and the fact that the decent bottle of champagne requires at least 15 months to make, there will be likely a shortage of champagne through at least 2023. Champagne grapes have been harmed by climate change as well. The grapevines were devastated by unseasonal frost in March 2021, which followed a heat wave. The following year saw the smallest grape harvest in decades as a result of heavy rains and milder weather. From truffle-infused olive oils to that unique winter spice blend, some grocery products truly are like hidden treasures. Finding them might require a bit of a hunt, but the effort is always worth it. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts or even your personal hard-to-find favorites in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our upcoming winter beverage special. Stay warm and stay curious, food explorers.